Sometimes love doesn't follow the rules of family, money, or pride. It blooms quietly, like a flower growing through cracks in stone. This is the story of Makar and Alina, two hearts from different worlds, bound by one simple truth: they couldn't stop loving each other, even when everyone told them not to. The beginning. In a small, peaceful town surrounded by green fields and tall mountains, there lived a young man named Makar. He was kind, hardworking, and full of dreams. Every morning, he helped his father in their small bakery. The smell of fresh bread filled the air, and customers loved his gentle smile. On the other side of town lived Alina, the daughter of a rich businessman. Her life was full of comfort: big house, fancy clothes, and everything money could buy. But deep inside, Alina's heart was lonely. She wanted someone to understand her, not her money. Fate brought them together one morning at the town's old bridge. Alina's car had broken down, and Makar was passing by on his bicycle. Without thinking twice, he stopped and helped her fix it. Their eyes met for the first time, and something magical began in that moment. Cherry blossom, the first connection. After that day, Alina couldn't forget Makar's gentle voice and kind smile. She started visiting his bakery secretly, saying she came for bread, but truly, she came for him. "Good morning, Miss Alina," Makar said shyly one day. "Just Alina," she smiled. "And stop calling me miss. We're friends, aren't we?" Those words made Makar's heart skip a beat. From that day, they began talking more. They shared stories about life, dreams, and fears. Makar told her about his dream of opening a bigger bakery one day. Alina told him how she felt trapped in her rich but empty world. They laughed, teased, and slowly, love began to grow between them like sunlight breaking through clouds. Loving hearts love blossoms. Weeks passed, and their secret meetings became more frequent. Sometimes they met by the lake, other times at the hilltop where they watched sunsets together. Makar would bring fresh cakes for her, and Alina would bring books for him to read. He said, "Alina, I never thought someone like you would sit beside a poor baker like me." She replied softly, "Love doesn't ask where you come from, Makar. It only asks where your heart wants to stay." Their bond grew deeper. Makar started writing small love notes and hiding them inside the bread she bought. Alina kept them all in a little box under her pillow. But happiness never stays hidden for long. One day, Alina's father saw her talking to Makar. His face turned red with anger. Family conflict. That evening, Alina's father shouted, "Do you know who that boy is? He is poor. He cannot give you the life you deserve." "But father, I don't need a rich life. I need a real one, with love," Alina cried. Her mother tried to calm her, but her father's pride was too strong. He ordered her not to see Makar again. Alina's heart broke, but she refused to give up. She secretly met Makar near the old bridge again. Her eyes were full of tears. "Makar," she whispered, "my father will never accept us." He held her hands gently. "Then let's make them see our love is real. I'll prove I can take care of you." Makar started working harder. He took extra jobs at night, saving money to expand his bakery. Alina supported him quietly, bringing him food and hope. Raincloud hashed the storm. Months passed. Makar's bakery grew, and people loved his new cakes. But the closer he got to success, the more Alina's family tried to separate them. One night, Alina's father arranged a meeting with another wealthy man for her marriage. She refused and ran away to Makar's bakery, crying, "Makar, they want to marry me to someone else," she sobbed. He hugged her tightly. "You belong with me, Alina. I'll protect you, no matter what." But just then, her father's guards arrived. They took Alina home by force. Makar tried to stop them but was beaten badly. Still, he shouted, "I will find you, Alina. I will never stop loving you." Broken heart separation. Days turned into weeks. Alina was locked inside her room. She cried every night, holding Makar's letters close to her heart. Makar, injured but strong in spirit, wrote one final note and asked a friend to deliver it. My dearest Alina, I may be poor in the eyes of your world, but I am rich in love for you. No wall, no distance, no pain can break what I feel. I will wait for you until the stars fall from the sky. As the moon rose over the quiet town, two hearts beat for each other, one behind walls, the other under an open sky. Their love had faced its first storm, but neither of them knew that the biggest challenge was yet to come. Rain clouded the days of waiting. Weeks passed, and Makar kept his bakery running, though his heart felt empty. Every morning he looked at the old bridge where they first met. Sometimes he thought he saw Alina's shadow there, smiling at him. People in the village started whispering. Some said Alina had gone abroad. Others said she was going to marry someone else. But Makar didn't believe them. He kept baking bread with hope in his heart, the hope that one day she would return. One night, while closing the bakery, a small note slipped under his door. It was written in Alina's handwriting. Makar, I am not free yet, but I believe in our love. Wait for me. I will come back. Tears filled his eyes. That small message gave him the strength to keep living. Tulip Alina's struggle. Alina's life had become a golden prison. Her father took away her phone and stopped her from going out. He wanted her to forget Makar, but she refused. Every night, she wrote in her diary, I love him. I don't care about money or pride. I just want peace, and peace lives in his arms. Her mother saw her sadness and felt pity. Alina, maybe your father is wrong, she whispered one night. Sometimes love teaches us what pride cannot. Her mother decided to help her. One evening, when her father went on a business trip, she gave Alina some money and said, Go to him, my dear. If love is real, it will find its way. Shooting star the reunion. That night, under the silver moonlight, Alina ran through the quiet streets toward Makar's bakery. Her heart was beating fast, her eyes full of tears and hope. When Makar saw her standing at the door, he couldn't believe it. Alina, is it really you? Yes, Makar, it's me, she whispered, trembling. I couldn't stay away anymore. He held her close, and for a few moments, the world disappeared. Only their hearts spoke. But the happiness didn't last long. Others men found them again. They dragged Alina away while Makar tried to stop them. Her father shouted in anger, You think love can feed her? You think love can build her a home? Makar, with blood on his lip, replied, Maybe it can't feed her body, but it feeds her soul, and that's what keeps people alive. Fire the decision. The next morning, the whole town heard the news. Makar had gone to Alina's house not to fight, but to speak. He stood before her father with quiet courage. Sir, I know I'm not rich, but I can give Alina a life full of honesty, respect, and care. I work hard, and I will never let her suffer. Alina's father stared at him for a long time. Then he said coldly, If you really love her, prove it. Build your bakery into a business strong enough to stand beside my name. Then we'll talk. Makar accepted the challenge. Son with face a love tested by time. Months turned into a year. Makar worked day and night. He learned new recipes, traveled to nearby cities, and opened 2 more bakeries. Everyone in town admired his dedication. He never forgot Alina, she was the fire that kept him moving. He wrote letters but never sent them, saving them in a box labeled For My Future Wife. Alina, locked away in her mansion, heard about his success from the servants. Every story about his courage made her love him even more. The day of truth. One sunny afternoon, Makar received an unexpected visitor, Alina's mother. She smiled softly. You've done it, Makar. You've proven your worth. My husband wants to meet you. When Makar arrived at the big house, Alina's father stood waiting. His proud face had softened with time. You worked hard, he said. You didn't give up. Maybe I was wrong. Alina entered the room, her eyes shining with tears. She couldn't believe what was happening. Her father turned to her and said, "If this is truly the man you love, then I won't stop you anymore. Ring a new beginning." Months later, the whole town gathered at the small church near the lake. Flowers filled the air, and music played softly. Alina walked down the aisle, her eyes locked on Makar's. He looked at her like she was the most beautiful miracle he had ever seen. When the priest asked, "Do you take her as your wife?" Makar replied, "With all my heart, forever." And Alina whispered, "Always and only you, Makar." They kissed as the crowd clapped, and tears rolled down her mother's cheeks. Even her father smiled quietly, realizing that love was stronger than pride. Rainbow Epilogue, Love's Victory. Years later, Makar and Alina's bakery became famous across the country. But they never forgot their beginnings, the bridge, the bread, the love letters. They often told young couples who visited their bakery, "Love is not about money or names. It's about standing together when the world stands against you." And every evening, as the sun set behind the hills, Alina would rest her head on Makar's shoulder and whisper, "We did it, my love. Against all odds, we made it." Moral: true love may face storms, but if the hearts are pure, it will always find its way home. I hope you enjoyed this story. Have you ever experienced? Share your stories with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories and adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.